ladies, do you have a spouse who's always smooching with his cell phone? Or just fondling the remote control and all the TV sets in the house? If he's doing that, he ain't talking to you. And not talking means you don't know what your spouse is thinking, and that can mean that a marriage is in big trouble. If your mate or your family is addicted to TV, cell phones, or computers, you've got to watch this show. I understand the inherent contradiction in that. Watch this TV show if you're addicted to TV. What we're going to show you is what happened when we tried a little experiment with a family addicted to TV. We took away all 7, count them, 7 of their televisions, and those TVs were turned on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Literally, they never turned them off. You got to see what they came up with to do in the middle of the night. That's coming up later. But first, Kelly says she's fed up with her husband's constant yakking on the cell phone. I don't think constant quite catches this, but you'll see. Todd says he does it for a reason. Of course, he's a man. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm just helping the kids with their home. Talk to you later.
Hey, I'll give you a call back when I get
Call me and let me know exactly how it went, okay?
And I'll give you a call later.
Yeah, you said that you wanted to talk to me about something?
Todd is a cell phoneaholic. As soon as he comes through the door, he's on the phone. It is an all day, all night thing. I get so angry, sometimes I just want to grab his lips and tie them together to make him shut his mouth on the cell phone.
I love to talk, and I love the interaction of conversation, and I just don't get it from her on the things that I like. So I find myself talking to other people.
You always give good advice.
You're not going to find happiness in a relationship. You have to find happiness in yourself first. Hey, Rick, hold on. Hello? Hey, baby.
Have you lost your way home?
What do you mean? I'm on my way. I'm on my way home.
When he's mowing the lawn, he'll have the cell phone with him.
What's going on? Yeah, you asked for information. Hello, because, I can't believe you came here on the phone again.
His cell phone addiction has been putting a strain on our marriage. I feel hurt and sometimes lonely because he could be on the phone in his own little world, and I'm just sitting there. I do feel like he's cheating with the cell phone.
I never looked at it as cutting my family off or cutting Kelly off.
As soon as he gets off the phone, then he's like, okay, baby, our time basically now. By that time, there's no need. You haven't shown me any affection.
If I don't have my cell phone, I do feel lost.
Dr. Phil, can you please help my husband toss his cell phone and talk to me?
Well, question, are you here to defend this or are you here to change it? Just be honest.
I have some questions about it.
Me too. Me too. And see this here's Dr. Phil's show. Dr. Phil, I ask the questions here, okay? No, you can ask questions in a minute. I'm just teasing you, sort of. Are you here to defend this or change it?
If it bothers my wife that much, I want to change it. But there are a couple other things I think that fall into this as well, more than just me just talking on the cell phone.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But you said, I want to change it if it's bothering her. Do you realize where you are? This is not CompUSA or a gun and knife show. You're on the Dr. Phil show. What do you mean if it bothers her? Did you write a letter to me?
Yes, sir.
And what did you say in that letter?
I just said, basically, he's always on the phone. As soon as he gets home from work, the phone is attached to his ear.
Did you say it bothered you?
Yes.
Did you say you were ready, and I quote, to pull his face off?
And tie his lips together, yes.
Yeah, you said that in the tape,
Yes.
but you also said, I want to pull his face off of his head.
Yes.
Okay, that's a clue. Okay, that's a clue. So, I made a list. You had 3,000 minutes on your phone. You frequently go over that. That's 50 hours on the phone. You talk when you mow. You went last weekend to visit your family, and you were there all day, then got in the car to drive home and called him and talked to him all the way home. You take it when you go on dates. She says you used to come in the door all the time on the phone until she threatened to pull your face off. So now you pull in the garage and just sit in the car and talk.
Yes, something like that.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
5 hours a day is your average. You said it gets as high as 5 hours a day that he'll be on the phone.
Once he gets home.
And then some of that is on the computer or reprogramming your Palm Pilot. But the rest of it's on the cell phone.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so what's up with this?
Now, the part about mowing the lawn, I mean, it's impossible to talk on the cell phone while you're mowing the lawn. But, sometimes I'll have it on me and it's on vibrate and I'll get a call, so then I'll stop.
Was that a good thing? Okay, so now your yard's growing in patches because you're talking on the phone.
No, I do talk on the phone a lot. I think what it is, my wife and I, I love my wife dearly, and I feel my wife loves me. But I'm trying to figure out, she says that I'm coming home on the phone and, the kids are doing their homework, she's cooking or something like that, and I don't have time to spend with her because she says she wants cuddle time with me. But during that time, even if I come home and I'm not on the phone, we can't cuddle at that time. Then when I want to cuddle, you want me to tell you what she does, Dr. Phil?
I'm not sure. Is this when you're cuddling or when you want to cuddle?
Want to cuddle.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. My wife will, y'all get this, she will read the paper, People magazine, and watch DrPhil because she's taped him earlier that day. And after reading...
So what's the problem?
You're not too smart, are you?
So when I go to cuddle, and I guess my rationale is this, baby, the paper's not gonna go anywhere, the magazine is right there, and you've taped DrPhil, so, he's right there in front of you after we cuddle. And it's no.
Well, by that time, I'm tired, ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm just helping.
Hey, man, I've been waiting on your call.
I'll give you a call back when I
He
get
loves to run his mouth.
So that's what she said, huh?
Call me and let me know exactly how it went.
Hey, girl, what's going on? So you had the baby.
Blah, blah, blah. That's what Kelly says her husband Todd does all day and all night on his cell phone. He's in touch with everybody else but her. Now, if you're on the phone all the time, and I see people like this all the time walking around, they're on the cell phone while they're walking down the mall, they're on the sidewalk. And, I just drive by thinking, God, that must be the most important person in the whole world. What are you talking about that is so important all the time? Are you just like the busiest guy in the world?
Well, no, not the busiest guy in the world. Some of it is work related. I work in sales, so a lot of my clients call me. I think that it's...
Would that be your cell phone?
What did I tell you? Answer the phone. Who is it?
Hey.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Is this Todd?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Todd.
Excuse me. Let me talk to you.
Todd,
Hello?
it's Lawrence.
Yeah, who is this?
It's Lawrence, your brother.
No, well, this isn't your brother. This would be DrPhil.
Oh, no. Todd, the show is today?
Yeah, he's at the show today, and so are you now. Are you one of the people that talks to him all the time?
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah. What does he talk about that is so important?
Well, we talk a lot. We were, both in sports and real active, and of course we're both married, so we talk about our marriages, the pros and cons of that, the good and the bad, and a lot of it is we talk about our relationship with God. So we have a lot of those kinds of conversations.
Yeah, you're going to need that. Well, listen, he can't talk right now.
I understand. I guess we just confirmed that he needs help, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And your tomorrow's show.
My wife can watch this segment.
All right, goodbye.
All right, guys.
You're rare,
See, I knew that was going to ring, and so I had him get the frequency and put it on those speakers. Said, any time in the show it rings, let it go. And so there you have it. So, are you the most important guy in the world?
No, sir. My wife is not a talker by nature. She's a quiet person. She's reserved.
How do you know?
Well, she doesn't like to talk about some of the same things I like to talk about.
Why don't you talk to her more?
The conversation sometimes gets kind of stagnant, or it'll stop, and I'm trying to pull things out sometimes. Or she's reading the paper, or she's watching DrPhil, so I can't get in.
Are you saying that she's boring?
No, not boring. I'm saying that I need help with finding out how to talk to my wife.
Well, did you say that she's just not very interesting, stimulating to talk to?
Not quite like that.
Really? Would you like me to bring the notebook out with the verbatim transcripts of our pre-show interviews? Because it has quotes around mine that says, my wife doesn't engage me in stimulating conversation, quote and close quotes.
Well, that, yeah, like that, yeah. I said that.
Really? What do you think
Let me handle this. What,
Go on ahead.
Can I have some of that water?
Yeah. You need a drink. I mean, do you think she's boring?
No, not boring. I just think that, I guess, in that sense, but they call. I mean, what am I supposed, people call and ask for advice sometime.
Turn it off. Did I understand also that you're sometimes on the phone giving people relationship advice?
Yeah.
yes.
Is it starting to come clear to you that I do my homework?
Yeah, yes.
And so you're on there giving relationship advice. Let me give you some. What message do you think it sends to your wife and your children when you're there physically, but you're on the phone talking to somebody who's not there? What kind of message do you think that sends to her?
I guess a message of neglect. He's neglecting me at this time.
It's like a slap in the face, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
And it's not just your wife, it's the kids. Let me see the picture, please, that I had you freeze up. Do you see your daughter looking at you? Mm-hmm. And what's she watching you do?
Walk off on the phone.
And what are you not doing while you're walking off on that phone?
Paying attention to her at that particular time.
That's right. She is displaced, right? She is displaced. And if this was a rare occurrence, I wouldn't have used this as an example. But it is not rare enough if you're on the phone a couple of hours, even a night, whenever you get home. You're just not available. You're not there. And to me, it seems like it's just a slap in the face. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Is it an insult to you?
Sometimes it is, because he's talking about things that, I wish he would talk to me about sometimes.
There is a message you're sending that predicts a bad outcome here. And you need to recognize that, and you need to change it. All right, we're talking to Kelly and Todd, who are very representative of couples that get so involved in their lives that they can forget about each other. Now, you're saying that she could be more interesting and stimulating, and you're saying that he needs to unplug from all of these people outside and plug into you and find out whether you are or you're not.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, now, and you say if you've got Bibles, you go to a Bible study, right? Mm-hmm. And you'll spend all day talking to people from the Bible study, correct?
Correct.
Instead of her.
Well,
True or false?
True.
That's not an essay question.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you, is it true or false?
True.
Now, I wonder, what are you studying in this Bible study? Because the Bible I studied said things like, love your wife as the church.
Right. Correct.
And you spend all day working on that and no day working on this. I mean, what are they teaching you over there?
Well, the thing is, from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset is the Sabbath. That's the time that I spend studying the Bible. And so on Friday and Saturday, I would that she would spend more time engaging me, even in questions about the Bible. You don't have to believe exactly what I believe, but question me on my belief. That's stimulating enough for me.
I understand this, but this ain't all about you. You're saying, okay, it would be fine if she would just talk about some things I want to talk about. What about her? What if she wants you to talk about things she wants to talk about? See, this is an insult to her. That just didn't even register, did it? You think that she's mindless because you read, what do you read?
Newspaper and magazine.
People magazine?
Yes.
And you think that's just...
No, not at all.
I mean, why not talk to her about what she's interested in talking about? Does it have to be about you all the time?
No.
And just because it's the Sabbath, well, you know, you're here for a reason. You're a father, you're a husband.
Right.
How about practicing some of that you're preaching and bringing it home and putting it in your house? Would you think that might help?
Yeah. Well, yes.
And see, you're being pretty kind about this. In allowing, how long y'all been married?
8 years.
8 years. Yes. This has been going on a long time, hasn't it?
Well, yes, ever since we've been married. But as far...
Just that long.
But we've been together for 13 years, and his first job was selling cell phones.
And you don't... And you don't get that this is a big problem, right?
It's beginning to register.
Yeah. I want to talk to the audience for a minute. This is a big problem, okay? Okay, you guys, whole row, stand up. Front row, stand up. Now, these people just met you, okay? I want you to give me one word reaction to his cell phone behavior in this marriage. One word reaction.
Jerky.
Jerky. All right.
Annoying.
Annoying.
Neglectful.
Neglectful.
Inconsiderate.
Inconsiderate.
Selfish.
Selfish.
Yes, inconsiderate.
Inconsiderate.
Importance.
Importance in... Now, I'm going to try to help you here because you have to get out of the building when this is over. Importance, do you mean like self-importance, or do you mean he's talking about things more important than his marriage? You're on your own, buddy.
No, he wants to feel important. That's what comes to mind.
All right, I was just trying, I want to make that clear because I was looking at the faces of these women behind you. It was not going to be pretty. Now, okay, these are just strangers that just walked in. What do you think about what they just said?
No, I think what they just said is extremely valid. There are some things that are missing. Like I said earlier, my wife is not a talker. Even when I'm not on the phone, or she wants to read the paper. She doesn't want to talk about what's in the paper. She's just reading it.
Well, ask me. You don't read the paper. Ask me. I have to tell you. I'll read the paper and I'll mention, oh, you know, this happened, that happened, and that's how you find out your information.
You need to turn that cell phone off when you get home at the end of the day. And I will promise you, the rest of us, in our own dawdling ways, promise to keep this world on its axis till you get back up the next morning. Okay? Just trust us. Trust us. Just turn it over to us for the night. We will keep her turning on the globe. I promise we will. All right, I want you to try that for 30 days. I really do. I know you like to talk to your brother and your friends and all that, but you know what? They'll be okay too. Do not turn it on when you come home. Spend time with your children. Spend time with your wife. And you say, well, I'm bored. You know what? Bored people are boring. And I think you'll find that if you get a little more interesting, she may reciprocate. That's your assignment. You, put the paper down.
I will.
Okay? Put the paper down.
Okay.
He wants you to be available. All right? So be available. You teach people how to treat you. Don't put up with this anymore. And if you're not getting what you want from your wife, then ask for what you want. There's a point at which you have to stop complaining and start asking specifically for what you want. Give me 30 days of no cell phone at home. 30 days of putting that paper. He walks in the room, just put it down and smile.
Okay.
Just put it down and smile and tell me what happened at the end of that 30 days. Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
You will do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Deal?
Deal.
What happens when a couple has 7 televisions and the husband is watching them day and night? Well, Lisa says Greg is busy loving the TVs and not loving her.
My husband has always been addicted to TV. We have a television in just about every room. TVs in every bedroom, TV in the computer room. There's also a TV in the front room. He even sleeps with the TV on.
TV relaxes me. Some people like air machines. For a noise factor, I turn on the TV.
The minute we come in, we turn the TV on, and it usually doesn't go off until we leave the house the next day. The family usually sleeps with the TVs on.
My wife is on my case.
Come on, Greg, turn off the TV. It won't kill you to turn it off for a little while.
She absolutely hates it. I'm comfortable with it. I don't really know why she's so obsessed with the fact that we watch TV.
My concern is the kids tell me they can't sleep without the TV on. Well, I believe both the kids are copying their dad's behavior, and that's the part that really bothers me. I believe TV has affected our sex life in that we're not as close as we should be. We've been married for 17 years. 80% of the time we're sleeping in separate beds, and it's because he wants to watch TV. I don't believe there is a time when TV is not on here.
This won't be very much longer.
We can watch the news at 10 o'clock. I don't think we ever made it through 24 hours without having to give in and turn it back on. I feel like that my family's missing out on other things, and I feel like it's affecting my relationship with my husband.
What are you doing?
Well, Greg, it's 4 in the morning. Turn the TV
Well,
off.
at least I was watching that.
DrPhil, my family watches TV 24 hours a day. It's an obsession. How do I get them to stop?
Y'all have been watching when I was talking to Todd and Kelly. Did you learn anything from that, other than that you don't know why you're here? I mean, did you learn anything from that?
Yes, I believe there is. There's probably a little bit more to it than just watching the TV, I guess. Mainly, our communication is definitely not there. I revert to the TV for my communication.
Yeah, but that's not communication, because
No.
that's just, you're just getting information. I mean, I guess, I don't know what you're watching.
Poker, for one thing. Now, that's an educational thing to watch right there.
It can be very lucrative.
You're watching poker?
He watches poker. He watches anything that moves on the TV. Poker
It's
is one of...
educational things, a lot of it that I watch.
Yeah. Are there any channels on communicating with your spouse or relationship dynamics, anything like that?
Haven't watched any of those.
So you don't
lately.
catch the Dr. You don't catch the DrPhil show.
I've been working on that, see.
Yeah. Why do you think he was on the cell phone all the time? What's your analysis of that? You had to sit there and think about it. Why do you think he was on the cell phone all the time?
Probably to, maybe that relaxes him like TV relaxes me.
Yeah. Did it ever occur to you that maybe he's avoiding by being on the phone? I mean, he's home physically, but he's not there.
I've thought of that.
Yeah. How about you? Does that have any relevance to you, that you're home, but you're really not, because what you're doing is living vicariously through some two-dimensional images instead of three-dimensional images here. You're just kind of watching television instead of dealing with reality. You're just.
It's very true. That's very true. When I come home sometimes from work, I'm brain dead, I guess I could call it. And some of our conversations aren't, I guess you call it select hearing, or conversations that you really don't want to get into, so I just focus elsewhere.
Zero communication going on in the house.
Now, did you also tell me that you guys sleep in separate beds 80% of the time?
Probably 80% of the time, yeah.
Because you're watching TV and you can't sleep with
Now, I start in bed with her. But she won't allow the TV to stay on, and my mind will be going, so I'll get up and watch TV in the other room. And then I'll fall asleep.
What do you think of that?
Well, obviously I have a problem with it because we're here. I'm starting to feel like, you know, neglected, I guess is the word, because, you know, I have to, and I go in, I'll turn the, used to, in the beginning of the marriage, I'd turn the TV off and try to get him to come to bed, but I don't even mess with it anymore.
Well, tell me about the honeymoon.
Well, on our honeymoon, I would want to go out, and we went to Lake Tahoe, and it's cold, and they had a beautiful hot tub.
Has poker there.
And it also had poker. And we walked into our suite. We had a beautiful suite, and I went into the bathroom to change clothes, and he was shoving money down in his pocket, saying, "Honey, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going downstairs."
That's not entirely true.
What part of that would be wrong?
Well, I mean, we had intimate relationships before that.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, hey.
So you were fine.
Yeah. I was great.
That's the point. Okay. Boy got laid, has a pocket full of money, and he's out the door, right?
Exactly.
And what's the problem?
TV is causing a problem with our relationship when it comes to intimacy because when the TV's on, we're not sharing with each other and we're not talking to each other.
I feel like Lisa over-exaggerates it. I don't feel like it's a problem.
Lisa says her husband, Greg, is addicted to television and it's ruining their relationship. And she says now their two teenagers can't make it through the night without the TV. Well, last week, I sent this family a special message for them to watch. Hey, Lisa and Greg, Dr. Phil here. I understand you have 7 TVs. And Greg, I understand that you and your two teenagers, Lindsay and Nick, can only sleep with the TVs on. Well, we're gonna see about that. Because it's time to say goodbye to all your sets. Don't start shaking, just say goodbye.
Oh boy.
They're just turning them off for a while, just to see if we can communicate. Do you think you can do that?
The game starts right now, and I really want to go see it. You got my TVs off, so I won't go to the game.
The point is on this whole thing, you're not supposed to be watching TV.
Well, yeah, but this is the game. Oh, you?
Places like runs.
I didn't make it.
Oh, you would love to just burn that clock.
If you notice, Lisa is asleep, and we are still up.
Sucks.
I'm trying to be creative on what we can do. One. She thinks we're all sick because we watch a little TV. I'm getting tired. I am going to attempt to go to sleep. See you in the morning. I ended up sleeping real well, even without the TV.
Waking up without the television on, I have to say, is absolutely wonderful.
All right, now, how horrible was that?
Oh, it wasn't bad. It wasn't near as bad as I thought it was going to be, but we did have to be pretty creative.
Well, I'm sorry. You had to actually think.
We did, yes.
All right, how did it work for you guys?
It was boring.
Yeah, it was really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But you were sitting there most of the time just trying to think of stuff to do.
Yeah, so you were thinking.
Yeah.
You were
That's
thinking.
good.
I mean, do you see what I'm saying? You say, well, we had to be creative, we had to think. If you're just like zoned in on the television, you don't think. I mean, you don't think, because let's face it, most of television, not all, most of television is really pretty mindless, right? It's not so much the problem with doing that, it's what you're not doing while you're doing that. That's the problem. You're not thinking. You're not out running and jumping and getting in shape and taking care of yourself. You're not interacting between the two of you. And is it an inherently evil thing to have a television? Of course not. But it's just a matter of balance. We can get into habits so much that it really starts to control and dominate us to the point that you're waking up separate from your wife at 80% of the time. And so it's what you're not doing. I gave you guys a relationship test, right? I wrote a book called Relationship Rescue, which I'm going to give y'all.
Great.
But in there, I have a lot of tests in there, and one of them, we ask questions about how much you know about your partner. You got the worst score out of everybody that took it. You were second. And these are the things that you didn't know about your wife. You had to answer true or false these. You had to say no to all these. I know what will probably be playing on the radio when my partner is driving somewhere. You had no idea what you listen to on the radio. I can identify the obstacles that she believes are preventing her from getting everything she wants. Nope, can't do that. I know what makes her laugh. Nope, can't tell you that. I know what my partner's parents would probably say is the thing about her that they're most proud of. You said, nope, don't know that. I can describe 2 or 3 decisions my partner has made before we met that she now regrets, and my partner can do the same thing about me. You said false, can't do that. I can quote 3 things my partner says to me that he or she has said to no one else in this world. You said no, can't do it. You know what? You're watching too much TV. You've got an interesting woman here, and you kind of think she just wants to talk about spending money, I believe is what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not as bad as being boring. But I'm just thinking that it's really important that you give that some thought.
The whole house is quiet and there's nothing really going on. Feels like the electricity's off pretty much.
I have to have like noise. Having no TV sucks.
We're talking about getting out of your comfort zone of watching too much TV or talking on the cell phone or obsessing over the computer or any of the gadgets that own us in our lives today, and talking to your spouse and family instead. Lisa feared her children were becoming addicted to TV like her husband Greg. Now, you said when you went in and turned the TV off in the middle of the night, y'all woke up instantly.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you turn the TV off, they wake up.
They like the sound.
Okay, well, I understand that, but that's not there's nothing particularly toxic about the fact that sound kind of rocks you to sleep, but the fact that you become so dependent on it. I mean, what if you had like a power outage or something?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd like go to school all red-eyed and everything. You don't want to be dependent on television, do you? I mean, really. And there are, I'll tell you for your kids, and this is a modeling thing for you. I think you said that the most time that you spent with your dad was watching TV.
Correct. Late at night, that's when we would spend our time together.
Okay. And you've since lost your dad.
Correct.
And so now late at night you watch TV. Okay. And now your son, late at night, can't even sleep without the TV.
That is correct.
And I'm wondering if that's a healthy pattern. It's clearly not for your relationship because there's a lot of things that you don't know that I think you should. And interestingly enough, for kids that watch TV 2 hours a day, their susceptibility and incidence for diabetes, for example, is 25% higher. There are all kinds of physical complications that come from it, not because like the TV waves are making them sick. It's, again, displacement. It's what they're not doing while they're watching TV. And for you guys, yeah, late at night, I think that it would be good to turn that off.
Thank you.
Okay? Now, I don't want to get too specific here. But you guys would talk more and you'd spend more one-on-one time if you would do that. And you say, well, what do we talk about? Well, I tell you what, take that card home with you. and learn everything on that card about your wife. But what I'm asking you to do is just realize that habits become so automatic and so mindless that before we know it, they own us. And we have to make a conscious decision to put up a stop sign and say, you know what, I don't want to be dependent on anything. I don't want anything controlling my ability to sleep, unwind, relax. I want to be self-sufficient for those things. And you don't want it to create barriers between you and your wife or a sedentary lifestyle for your kids. It puts their brain on freeze and it puts their bodies on zero. They're not getting any action or exercise. Will you give it a thought? I mean, will you see if you can modify this behavior?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we've been talking today about habits that mindlessly get in their way. And I just want to ask you guys, so you're going to do it?
I'll give it a good attempt.
All right, let's be specific about that.
We will definitely monitor the TVs to where they will be off at night.
All right.
And minimize them during the day.
All right, so like when it's time to go to bed, you'll turn the TV off and go to bed with your wife. And stay in bed with your wife.
Now, you tell me, what do I do when my brain starts racing and then I don't have anything to do and she's asleep?
Wake her up. Okay? Wake her up. Start there. She'll go back. That's a better deal than you've got now, right? So give it a shot. And you've discovered, at least we've discovered one thing, if y'all haven't, and that's that girl can sing.
Yes.
She was doing good. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.